Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 7. So the first thing, I just want to wish everyone that's residing in the United States of America, man, a happy 4th of July. Just enjoy it. So yeah, one thing that all of us have been looking forward to this season has been the end story for this season with Godspeed coming in, but also the reintroduction of a couple of speedsters in the form of Jay Garrick as well as Nora West Allen, aka XS. And along with that, the introduction, just the straight up introduction or debut of a completely new one in the form of Bart Allen, aka Impulse. Of course, that will be taking place in episode 17, which is the 150th episode of The Flash, which is actually just over a week from now. But those characters and what they are doing alongside The Flash will be continuing on over into the season 7 finale the very next week. Now, of course, finales for seasons are usually or always exciting as you get to see how they wrap up things as well as how they potentially set up what is coming next. But what you also get are just cool moments and set pieces that they save up for the finale to make it either just memorable or just like a level that a finale should be, if you know what I mean. Because usually the way you remember something the best is how it ends. If it ends well, you leave with a better impression of it. But if it ends poorly, well, yeah, you sort of resent it and or forget it. But over the past couple of days, they actually released the synopsis or description for the Flash Season 7 finale, which is actually much longer than most season finale descriptions have been. And I think that just comes down to the fact that we already knew about a lot that was happening as it directly relates to the previous episode or the 150th episode. But it does actually give away one big thing which hadn't been teased at all. But yeah, this synopsis has some interesting things in it, some potentially shocking things, which I already sort of hinted at in it as well. But before we go over it, be sure to let me know your various opinions, thoughts, reactions to this in the comments section down below. I think this will... I'm interested to see the response to this because it's a different context in regards to the certain thing that might have people debating their opinions, if you know what I mean. But let me know all your thoughts down there in the comments. I'm going to be curious to read them. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video and you're looking forward to the season 7 finale, want to drop a like on the video to show support and excitement. The Flash enlists a host of speedster allies, including Iris and his children from the future, Bart and Nora West Allen, to end the speedster war and defeat a deadly new adversary, the villainous Godspeed. So yeah, to start off, pretty simple, speedster allies, XS, Impulse, and Jay Garrick. We knew that they were coming back. Like, we knew... we know how XS and Impulse are appearing, which is going to be, of course, through time travel. Or at least we'd have to assume so. I don't know. Maybe they're from the multiverse. Who frickin' knows? But we'd have to assume it's time travel. But the big thing is Jay Garrick. Is he on Earth Prime now? Now, last season, that was said by Eric Wallace just after Crisis, like that he was on Earth Prime, and that's where him and Joan Williams now reside. And we know that Joan Williams is also appearing in at least the 150th episode, but maybe the season 7 finale as well. But the thing is that we never saw him on Earth Prime. It was never cemented in last season, though they suggested that was going to be the case. Maybe they just didn't figure out a good time or place to do it, so they thought we'll just leave it till later. But he said in an interview that Jay Garrick was now residing on Earth Prime. So maybe Jay still comes from another Earth in the multiverse and they don't make him a part of Earth Prime's thing, because the biggest issue is the whole Henry and Nora Allen factor, because we're led to believe that like the doppelgangers can't exist on the same Earth. So he couldn't have always been from Earth Prime because he's a doppelganger of Henry Allen, and how Joan Williams is a doppelganger of Nora Allen or Barry's mother. So it couldn't work that way. So I would assume that they're just going to be from another Earth in the multiverse again, just because I think it's messy if you make them from Earth Prime. But we'll have to wait and see. Like, we know that the version of Jay, or this version of Jay, is appearing on Stargirl in season 2 in like a flashback thing. So maybe that brings in the multiverse again and sets that appearance on Stargirl up. Once again, it's for us to wait and find out. It'll be interesting. But with these three characters, one question has been, are they continuing over into season 8? Now, that hasn't been 100% confirmed, but it has been hinted at by certain people, either that have like sort of links and, you know, can get information from Vancouver where they film, or even John Wesley Shipp, who plays Jay Garrick. Someone asked whether he was going to be in season 8, and he sort of gave like a winky emoji sort of thing in response, which doesn't confirm anything, but it makes it seem like he's saying that he is. So I have to wait and see, like, will they take place in that 5-part mini crossover thing that they're doing next season? It depends what that mini crossover event is and which heroes are coming in. Like, if they're only able to get, like, say, Black Lightning, Superman, and maybe Stargirl. Those are the only 3 heroes that we know that are going to be appearing in that 5-episode bunch. Maybe the speedsters stay around and they help and they sort of fill in the gaps. And they're like the guest stars as well. As I said, it's for us to wait and find out. I'm sure we'd like to see them continue over, but I don't think it'd be for an extended period of time. So maybe just in that 5-episode window at the beginning of season 8. But yes, the big thing, and you read that right, Speedster Iris? Yes. Iris will become a speedster again for this episode at the very least. When this synopsis came out, everyone thought, including myself, that it just worded it wrongly because they have worded synopsises bad or poorly in the past, and this just fell in line with that. However, it's a thing. So we're unsure whether it happens this episode, like she actually gets the speed in the finale, or maybe she gets it at some point in like the back half of the 150th episode. My money would be on that. But she's not going to get speed this week with Diggle, I don't think. I don't think that's going to happen. However, it was confirmed by TV Line that she will be getting that speed again. So they must have asked either Eric Wallace or someone that they know, maybe Candice Patton herself or something along those lines, whether she was getting speed, and that's the case. Now, with this, does she get them through her pregnancy? This is sort of like Cecile, but on the other end of that situation. So if you remember back to, it was season 4, I think. Yeah, it was season 4. Yeah. When Cecile got powers, it was thought it could be because of her child having powers when she was pregnant, and it was sort of like reflecting that onto her. But instead, she just had them herself. So Cecile still has those powers now. But with Iris, it would most likely be the baby or babies inside of her that are giving her speedster powers, because we know that we know that those baby or babies will become speedsters because, spoiler alert, they're appearing in the 150th episode. Their names are Nora and Bart. But this is the other big question. And I think this is the thing I'm very curious to read in the comments. Will Speedster Iris be as controversial as last time? And I think the simple answer to this is no. Some of you might be thinking, oh, he's going to say yes. The answer is no. I think this will actually be very similar in response, I think, or it should be at least, based off just the premise, to when Frost got speed in that episode earlier this season. Of course, this is going to be a bit extended. Like, it'll just be extended and alongside the other speedsters of Bart, Nora, and presumably Jay as well as Barry. But it should be that same thing, because the issue with the season 4 episode is that they tried to cram this development for Iris as like a worthwhile member by just making her have speed. And it's just like, that was the opposite of what they should have done. They should have made us, believe in Iris and see Iris as this person through normal Iris. But instead they said, oh, we'll just give her speed and that will do it. And it didn't work. It's like, I think it's in the bottom 5 episodes ever of The Flash on IMDb in regards to rating. So it didn't work. If you enjoyed it, that's fine. I've always said opinions are opinions. It's a beautiful thing. We all have opinions. But the vast majority of viewers didn't like it. And when this happened, on the Twitter reaction was like, oh my God, not again. But I think people were missing that it's not going to be the same. It's just going to be a fun thing while she's pregnant. If anything, this will be the only episode, and they might do a time jump at the beginning of next season, maybe, where we don't see it again. I don't see them doing it over and over and over again, just because it takes away from the character of Iris, as I was saying before. Like, the only thing I think they'll actually carry on from that season 4 episode is the jacket and the outfit from that season 4 episode. Or just technically Iris as a speedster in general, like her general look. It depends though, because, well, actually, I don't know if they actually will do that, because you got to remember that Nora makes her suit out of that jacket. So would they, I don't know, maybe it's the episode where they decide on the XS logo. I'm not too sure what they're going to do there, but that's the only thing I can see them carrying on from that season 4 episode is the suit, because it's the only thing that was, if we're completely honest, was half decent. So yeah. Now, one thing that they officially and publicly confirm through this synopsis or description, which we already knew, like we'd already talked about it in a video or two, and I was actually the first one to report this news, so it's a bit of a subtle flex there. Sorry for the flex, but I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, they say that the real Godspeed will be played by Karan Oberoi, I think that's the correct way to pronounce it, who we will be meeting this week on The Flash. They did release a promo image with him. There you go. Now, it hasn't been confirmed whether he is actually playing August Hart or someone else. That's the big thing. So people have been saying it's August Hart. We can presume that, but that has not been said. At the current time, he is only credited as Mystery Man. Like it's just like with Nora in season 4. She was, I think, Mystery Girl. So here he is Mystery Man for this week's upcoming episode. Now, he might not be August Hart and just someone else taking up the Godspeed mantle. He may just be a clone that broke free from the real August Hart and has sort of regained his normal self, but still has the speed and everything like that. But that's for us to wait and find out. He just hasn't been confirmed as August Hart as of yet, but I'm excited to meet him and see what goes down and everything like that. And yeah, so starting this week, we'll meet him and we'll see where it goes. Now, obviously, cliffhangers are a big thing in finales. I'm very curious just to see how they set up season 8, as I said before. And I think season 8 will, this season 7 finale will give us a hint as to whether season 8 is going to be the last one. I've always sort of suggested myself that if Iris ever got pregnant, the following season would be the final season. So if she does get pregnant, and those are why she gets the powers, I'd put my money on season 8 being the final season, just because dealing with like babies in a show is just extremely difficult. If you want to debate that and say that's wrong, where's Joe and Cecile's baby? Exactly. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below. Your reaction, thoughts, opinions, everything like that in the comment section down below. You're looking forward to this finale. What you're looking forward to the most. Let me know all that in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.